and welcome to Frostbytes, a gaming podcast. We are your hosts, Cassie Mann.
Spencer McPhee. Hello.
That's us, aka Kiyoshi, just underscore Kiyoshi, I guess, if you really have to be technical. And Caprio, or Caprio underscore.
Yeah, the underscore is like wicked important.
It is.
It is vital.
Yeah. When you say your name, you have to say Caprio underscore.
Because otherwise no one's going to find me,
No,
right?
they're not going to know.
The SEO on that. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good.
It's been a minute. I don't even remember when the last time was that we did the pod.
I think I had just gotten Switch 2.
You did. It looks like, according to my sources, it was June 9th. Today is July 28th.
Yeah.
So it's been
a minute.
Quite some time.
Actually, are you saying that the Switch 2 has been out for almost 2 months already?
It has.
Christ.
Okay. Like literally in a week, right? It'll be out for 2 months.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy to think.
Fast. I know.
That time has gone by so quickly. How has it been? How's the Switch 2 been?
Really good. Mario Kart World has slowed down a little bit, and Donkey Kong Bonanza has released. Haven't picked it up yet, but it's on the list. I think it's probably like some point this year. Because Mo doesn't like, I don't know, have a desire for video games very often.
Right.
And Mo, I think, has mentioned Donkey Kong Bonanza to me at least once a day for the last week.
Okay.
So I think Mo is jonesing for Bonanza, but Mo's a big fan of Donkey Kong Country.
Good game.
Yeah. So I think Mo is jonesing for Bonanza, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I did a lot of the single player stuff in World, and then I've just kind of been like playing online every now and then, but not.
I mean,
not playing it a ton.
The first 2 months of a console release aren't usually that crazy.
Yeah.
Like we said before, like, it was a bit different with the Switch 1 because Breath of the Wild was like such a huge game, like a long game. But I think it's still, we still have lots of time.
But I haven't touched my Switch 1 since, really.
Oh, that's understandable. I know, like I've probably mentioned this on the podcast before, but when the Switch 2 was about to come out, Shia was kind of like, well, like just sell your Switch 1 and then get it. And I was like, look,
Zelda.
I have, if it wasn't the special Tears of the Kingdom edition Switch, yes, I probably would consider it. Because you sold your V1 Switch.
I did, but I kept my Scarlet Violet OLED.
Exactly. And you can't see it in the frame now on the video podcast, but I do have a collection of Zelda consoles.
Like a shrine.
It's not complete, but someday it will be. And I can't sell my Tears of the Kingdom Switch if I want to complete it. So that's just how it is. But I'm excited to get my hands on one eventually. Today, we'll get into this in a bit, but probably what is going to lead me to getting the Switch 2 finally is going to be Legend ZA, which comes out October 16th. And we're going to talk about that later. But first, what have you been playing lately?
So I've still been playing the Switch 2, just not Mario Kart World all the time. So I've been going back to my backlog and just sort of looking through the games that I want to actually finally get through and roll credits on. And so I rolled credits on Hollow Knight.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It was really good. Really, really good. And the driving factor for why I wanted to like play it is because Silksong is like actually, I think, around the corner. I would really like to be on the ground floor of Silksong when it releases like day one. And so I just wanted to have Hollow Knight done. But Hollow Knight is like phenomenal. I would really struggle to like come up with a complaint for it. I think it is a rare, genuine 10 out of 10.
Nice. It's been on my list for a while, so I'm excited to dive into it.
So since I rolled credits on it, the game shows you on your save file your completion percentage, which total can go above 100 and actually peaks at 112.
Oh.
I'm only at 78%. I rolled credits and I'm only, like 4/5 of the way to 100. And even then there's more to do beyond 100.
Right.
So part of me is like, I could go back into that game and try to complete it. Just, here's the thing about Hollow Knight is it's hard. I think you can roll credits in that game, and some of the bosses for sure are going to be tough, but like for the most part, you can get through it just fine. But the optional stuff is where it starts to get really tricky.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I fear, as much as I do love the game, I personally just have like a skill ceiling, and so I'm just not good, and I don't, unfortunately, have the patience, I think, to get good.
See, and that's kind of how I feel about a lot of video games. And, like, I used to be a completionist, and that's what kept me from finishing video games in the first place. And so now, like, even like on PlayStation specifically, when a lot of people will platinum different games and stuff, it's just like, it's not something I can do. As long as I roll credits on the game, I'm happy. Because I'm just like, skill issue. I'm not going to put this much effort into this.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to like beat myself up about it too much. And also it's a good excuse to move on and play other stuff.
It doesn't diminish your experience or identity as a gamer by not 100%ing it.
I don't think so. But there is a little bit of, I don't know, you kind of compare yourself to other people and you're like, they did it though.
Yeah, 100%.
And they're a gamer. I thought I was a
They're
gamer
a real
too.
gamer.
Shucks. Anyway, but yeah. But anyway, Hollow Knight's phenomenal. It goes on sale very often.
Okay.
So if you don't have it already, I would definitely recommend picking it up.
I don't have it. I do want it on Switch. And physical. So I'm gonna have to.
Physical might be
harder,
a little bit more expensive.
Yes. Yes. That is the thing is, but I don't know if this will be the case now that the Switch 2 is out, but maybe, it is backwards compatible, so it might not be, but I'm like, maybe now is my time to try and fill out some of my Switch 1 library because it's the last generation console now.
Sure.
So maybe the games will start getting cheaper soon. People won't care about them as much. They'll be on Marketplace for super cheap, so.
Yeah, some people might be even like liquidating their Switch collection in order to afford a Switch 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And you could
or
take
to
advantage of that a little
Switch
bit.
2 games or whatever. Yep. So I might try and do that while I'm in this limbo period.
Totally.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think like first party Nintendo stuff, especially on the Switch, would be cool to grab. I've been doing something similar, just like, I didn't want Princess Peach Showtime like that badly, but for the sake of
you grab it?
nice. For the sake of the collection, picked it up, and it is kind of nice to have. And I've even been doing that with some Wii U games.
Yeah,
like I got Kirby and the Rainbow Curse the other day for Wii U.
Nice,
and it was very cheap, which is nice.
That's
like
good.
Some Wii U games are still like pretty cheap. So
nice.
Because I don't know how many people have a Wii U kicking around anymore.
I do. It's Zelda edition.
You and I are a couple of,
Well, it's funny because I didn't have the Wii U when it came out.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
So I that's like
we're just a bunch of nerds over here with our Wii U's.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully, because I guess the reason why I kind of want to get on it now is because I know that later down the line those games will get more expensive, and I'd love to, get the games while they're not $200.
Totally. Yeah, because then they're going to turn into eventually like GameCube prices.
Yeah.
Which are outrageous.
But luckily, Nintendo is kind of trying to combat that.
A little bit.
With the GameCube collection on Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what else they add to it as the time comes.
For sure. Otherwise, last week, I finally got the gold symbol at the battle tower in Pokemon Emerald.
Yeah, congrats.
And thank you very much. That was the last one I needed. So I have a gold trainer card in that game, which is sort of widely understood to be like 100%ing Emerald. So that's nice. I still have more things that I want to do that are optional. But so I'm not done with Gen 3, but I do feel a little bit like I'm in the home stretch.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Which is cool.
You've been working on, completing Gen 3 in your standards for quite a while. Yeah.
So I think, by my calculations, I should be able to finish Gen 3 and then might have time to do like one other thing. Like I'm thinking of doing Blue Rescue Team for the DS.
Okay.
And then I think Requestathon probably happens.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think like winter, spring next year, probably finally start Gen 4.
Wow.
I know.
Crazy. And are you going to, assuming that you're going to get Legends ZA for the Switch 2,
yeah,
are you going to be playing some of that on stream?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I you know what? You mentioned it. I hadn't even considered that until just now.
Fair.
For like the timing. It should still be fine.
Yeah.
I think like ZA is probably going to take like a month.
Fair enough.
Of consistent streams. Just focusing on that.
Well, there you go. Now you have goals. Just like, okay, try and finish Gen 3 by October 16th.
Exactly. And then just in time for ZA, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then ZA / Blue Rescue Team, Requestathon, and then Gen 4.
Nice.
Oh, sweet. So look forward to that. Twitch.tv / Caprio_.
Yeah, or if you're watching Frostbytes live on Twitch.tv / /just_Kiyashi, you can type in chat !Caprio and it'll bring you right to his channel.
I forgot about my command.
You got a command.
Thanks.
Aw, so cute.
What have you been playing?
So what have I been playing? I've been playing one game only. Hades. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've been literally hell yeah.
Hades, yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing Hades when I can. I mean, like, I've been really busy. As, chat knows, I've been gigging, not doing a whole lot of gaming. But when I can, I'm playing Hades on my Switch, on the go. And I think I'm getting close to finishing my first run.
Nice.
Of it. I got to the final boss the other day.
Oh, shit.
I didn't succeed. I died.
Sure.
But I did get to that point
you got
for the first time. And I was literally in the car we were on the way to Newfoundland. Or I think it was once we crossed into Newfoundland. And we were driving to Grossmore National Park where we were staying for the week. And I was like playing it and I got there and I just like looked at Shia who was beside me in the back of the truck and I was like, babe, I got to it. I got to the final boss.
It's happening.
And then I died. So, but we're getting closer. I'm learning a lot.
Nice.
Figuring out, what my strategies are and what kind of stuff I like. I also have been like, you can pick your different weapon and each time you go around, one of them will have like a darkness bonus or whatever. So I've kind of just been picking whichever one has the darkness bonus at the time and just like trying different things.
Yeah.
So it's
keeps
been
things
fun.
fresh.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. It's been good. That's literally all I've been playing. I've barely touched Fortnite. I've literally don't think I've touched anything else. But I did pick up Split Fiction the other week for Shia because it was her birthday. And I'm excited for us to play that. So we'll probably get into that soon.
Nice.
I've heard it's really good. And we really loved It Takes Two. I actually went and picked it up on the day of Donkey Kong release. And they're like, are you here for Donkey Kong? I'm like, no, actually, I want to buy this older game that came out a few months ago. I forgot that today was the Donkey Kong release. Luckily, it wasn't too busy, though.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, Donkey Kong looks really good.
It does look really good.
But
I've watched a couple people streaming it.
Yeah. I've seen a bit of like gameplay as well, but I don't want to see too much.
Yeah.
So,
well, if you're interested at all, I have seen people already starting to post it on Marketplace for like $80 compared to like
the 100 or whatever. Okay.
So, and they're probably just like beat it already.
Yeah, and moved on. Yeah. Okay. Something to consider. But yeah.
Sweet.
So Legends EA comes out October. We just had a Pokemon Presents for it last week now. Yeah.
July 23rd, 22nd?
22nd, I think.
Yeah.
And the whole presentation beforehand, there was an hour-long set by DJ Pikachu.
Really?
Did you see that?
No, I actually missed watching the presents.
Okay.
Live at least, because I was packing to go to Newfoundland.
Right. You're busy.
I was busy. I
predisposed.
was like in the middle of packing, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll put this on like while I'm packing, and I forgot. So that I missed DJ Pikachu's set.
I think like the consensus after the presents was over was that could have been an email. So if of the ones to miss, it maybe picked a good one, but there's I think still some things in there worth mentioning.
I have watched it since, and yeah, I think most of it could have been an email, but the Legends ZA stuff specifically was nice to watch.
Yeah. So shall we?
Yeah, let's get right into what happened on the Pokemon Presents in July 2025. We're just going to go from, the bottom of the page that Pokemon.com posted with all of their Pokemon Presents information. Mm-hmm. The first thing is Cafe Remix.
Yeah. There's a new pirate outfit for Lapras.
Very cute.
Very cute.
We love Lapras.
We love Lapras. We do not love Cafe Remix.
No, unfortunately.
Sorry.
That's all we're going to say about Cafe Remix, I think. Pokemon Sleep. There was another look at, the big dogs coming.
Yep. That's it.
That was it.
I think they have a new area coming. I don't play Sleep either.
Oh yeah, new area, Amber Canyon. Yeah, I also don't play Sleep. I did try it when it first came out, but it wasn't for me. And again, it didn't look like it was really anything too much more exciting. If you're offended by us not being interested in this, then
that's fine.
That's fine.
I think this probably isn't the podcast for you. If there are other podcasts that are dedicated to Sleep.
Probably. But we're here for the mainline Pokemon stuff. Uh-huh. Pokemon Unite. Mm-hmm. They, actually, I did kind of pay attention to this because Latios and Latias are coming to Unite, which I also don't play. But I was like, oh, cute. I know those guys.
Yeah. Unite's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend trying Unite at least. But Unite is a little bit tricky to recommend just because the way the items work in the game. So first you have to like buy an item to give to your Pokemon, and then items need to get leveled with some, currency or some item or whatever. And you can pay real money in order to get the currency in order to level these items. So then
I'm good. I'll pass.
You just get like an inherent boost to yourself if you have these leveled items and other people don't. So there is like a little bit of that aspect for sure. Mm-hmm. But during events, they're relatively generous. Not like year round, but during events they're relatively generous. It
says you get a 3-day limited license for Latios.
That's in order to. That's the other thing is you have to buy the characters, which isn't new for MOBAs, but
right.
Yeah, at least for like getting this currency to level the items in the game, they can be a little bit generous with giving you those. Okay. But you just need to be like pretty choosy with the items that you like choose to level because it is a limited resource. Mm-hmm. And it's a live service game, so they change the stats of these things. And the stats of the Pokemon as well. A new Pokemon. So like Latios, for instance, could be broken upon release. And then upon the next update, they could nerf it into the ground after everyone spent their money on it.
Right.
So that happens. That happens all the time in Unite, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just the nature of what the game is. And it's kind of made by Tencent. But to play it, if you don't really care about it competitively, as a casual game, I think it's actually very fun.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Do with that what you will.
Also, the picture here has a pirate Gyarados.
Yeah, apparently pirates are in.
Pirates are in.
I think I missed that memo.
In Pokemon. Uh-huh. So, pirate Pokemon coming to you soon.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say about Unite?
No.
Cool.
No, I'm good.
I didn't realize that Unite was like a competitive game where like it goes to like worlds and stuff. Though.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Competitive is that's some when
so that's the thing for it is like it's competitive.
Worlds is happening in Anaheim like this month.
Yeah.
Watch the Unite stream.
Okay.
It's sick.
Right. I'll see. I'll watch it. Masters EX, we've got Carmine and Sinistra coming. Mm-hmm. I also don't play that.
Me neither.
No. That's coming Monday, July 28th. Hey, that's today.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Look at us.
Until September 5th. Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Pokemon Go has a bunch of Max Finale event.
Adding Eternatus to Go finally.
Yep.
As a new Max raid or something. Yeah. I am so far removed from Go.
Me too.
I do not.
I know there's a lot of people that are still into it, but not me.
Absolutely. Very dedicated Go players still, which is inspirational that they've stuck with it for this long. It's a lot to keep track of, I fear, with Go. There's
a lot of things to keep track of, And it does seem like Gigantamax Gengar is going to be there, though, which is kind of cool. Love Gengar.
Do you like that form for Gengar?
I think it's cool.
It's like 90% mouth.
Yeah, it's just giant mouth. I mean, he's pretty giant mouth anyways.
And then what about Mega Gengar? Do you like Mega Gengar?
I think Mega Gengar is cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I think my Mega Shiny Gengar.
Very good shiny.
Yeah, very good shiny. We've got some Scarlet and Violet updates.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Totally. Okay, so this, I think, a lot of what we've mentioned so far, unless you were into the games specifically that we mentioned, it's all like live service stuff, mobile stuff. I mean, they in the presents itself, they do it in this like rapid fire fashion anyway. So like,
yeah, for sure,
they're pretty quick with kind of giving that information. But what's happening in Scarlet and Violet? It has to do with Terra raids. Okay, so if you haven't paid attention to Terra raids in a long time, and maybe your eyes and ears are glazing over at the sound of Terra raids, listen back up. These are important, I feel, because these are about to be the only way to get these Pokemon in particular. So the Treasures of Ruin are Wo-Chien, Ting-Lu, Chien-Pao, and Chi-Yu. Those are real names of Pokemon if you haven't played Scarlet Violet. So those 4 Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet as it is currently, when you catch them, they are shiny locked, meaning they cannot ever be shiny. So what they're doing is they're doing these Terra raids for all 4 of these Pokemon. Each of them are getting, I think, 2 weeks, give or take, week and a half to 2 weeks each, one at a time. And you can do the Terra raid against each of these Treasures of Ruin. Wo-Chien, the grass and dark type, is currently available in a Terra raid, and it's a shiny Wo-Chien. Now, ordinarily with Terra raids, after you successfully complete them, you get to catch the Pokemon at the end of it, right?
But this is different.
This is different in that they've done this before. We as a community, we collectively need to defeat this shiny Wo-Chien Terra raid 1,000,000 times, which sounds like a lot, but there's a fucking lot of people who play Scarlet and Violet.
And I'm assuming that it's not like you have to, like, people can only one time beating.
No, I've done it like 3 times to put it towards the grand total, right? So yeah, you can do it as many times as you want, and also it is a good raid for what it's worth to farm items from, which is really good, specifically like Herba Mystica.
Maybe I'll be opening up Scarlet and Violet again.
Yeah, so the reason I think you should at least do this Terra raid once is because they've been a little vague about the language, about whether or not you need to participate in the raid in order to receive the shiny as a mystery gift.
Right.
So collectively as a community, if we do this Wo-Chien raid specifically 1,000,000 times, then there will be a mystery gift for it available after the fact, assuming we hit that number, as a reward for doing it 1,000,000 times. And then it's unclear if everyone gets the mystery gift or, again, if you have to participate in the raid itself. So I would recommend, if you want these Pokemon, and this is going to be probably the only time that these Pokemon are available, these are going to be a limited time distribution, the way that some shiny legendaries and mythicals have been in the past. So they did this for a little bit of history. They did this in Sword and Shield for shiny Zeraora. There was a Zeraora max raid in Sword and Shield.
I did that, I think.
Okay.
It's white, right?
Yeah.
So I did that.
If that got defeated a million times, then they distributed Shiny Zeraora, which was never ordinarily available. Zeraora can't be caught in a game even.
Right.
That was only ever a mystery gift. But this Shiny in particular was handed out in this way only. Hasn't been handed out since. So it's going to be the same thing with these Treasures of Ruin. So if you give a shit about shiny Pokemon, and you have Scarlet and Violet, this is worth your time. And just to be safe, do the raid once. You can go online. It's only a 5-star raid, not a 7-star raid.
Oh, so it's going to be pretty easy.
Yeah, you can just go with a level 100. I don't know. It's a grass type, bring a fire type.
Yeah.
You should be fine.
Sweet.
It's not so specific and demanding as some of the 7-stars have been in the past.
100%. That's good though. It seems like, it's nice that they're continuing to have Terra raids for Scarlet and Violet right now, even though it's relatively kind of quiet time for Pokemon, it seems.
They're definitely winding Scarlet and Violet down.
Yeah.
I think they're doing these shinies, and then I think they'll do something similar for shiny Miraidon and Koraidon.
Right.
And then that'll probably be it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You can also get a tracksuit mystery gift.
Yep.
Don't forget about that.
No,
That's
you're
really
right.
important.
No, and listen, if we're being all encompassing, if we're being to be fair, to cover everything, S tracksuit and V tracksuit
with the I as a 1.
Yeah.
If you want to get those.
Want to get those tracksuits.
So the dates for the Shiny Treasures of Ruin raids are July 23rd, so already happening until August 3rd for Wo-Chien. Chien-Pao is August 4th to August 17th. Ting-Lu is August 18th to August 31st, and then Chi-Yu is September 1st to September 14th. So make sure you do that. I have a feeling that it is going to be you have to participate in order to get the shiny.
Yeah. It is weird. They've been vague about the language on their website and stuff. And also probably in the fine print on this frame that you're looking at right now, it might not specify. It might, I don't know. In order to receive one or more Pokemon featured in this Terra raid, by all participating trainers,
collectively meet or exceed 1 million before the conclusion.
I think the word participating, I think just to be safe, just do the raid once for all 4 of these guys. And again, if you're still playing Scarlet and Violet, if you're still, shiny hunting in that game, again, all of these raids are going to be good for farming Herba Mystica and other useful items. So do the raids.
Do the raids.
Just do the raids.
I don't think I've super paid attention to that, so now I'm going to go do the raids. They talked about some
I forgot about this.
IRL things. We got Pokepark Kanto, which is opening in Japan.
It's a real theme park.
Of Kanto. Going to open early 2026, apparently.
The name Pokepark is funny because there are games that came out on the Wii called Pokepark. So I assume that means the Pokepark video games are never happening again.
Right.
If they're commandeering the name for their physical theme parks now.
Yeah, I guess so. We also got some TCG updates.
Yep.
Mega Evolutions.
Look good.
They look so good.
God damn.
The artwork looks incredible. I was getting into TCG a while ago, right? And then I had to stop because it was dangerous and I'm too broke. I don't have any money. And now I look at these and I'm like, ugh,
the nerve.
How dare you make these beautiful cards? And you know that the pull rates are going to be stupid.
Sure.
Probably. I don't know.
I mean, TCG Live, you can play 100% for free. And you can get TCG Live. They're extremely generous, actually, about just I know they're not real cards, but I don't know, just maybe just to it's like a Nicorette patch. You know what I mean? It's not as good as the real thing, but it's something. Anyway.
Just so I can look at the pretty cards, but also
and you can still
to me,
open
I guess,
packs and stuff in that.
I mean, I do kind of do that with TCG Pocket.
Right.
Even
but
though I'm
Pocket
still not
doesn't
even
have
playing
these.
that much. You're right. They don't have these. So that Venusaur line is gorgeous.
Really good.
The artwork.
Really, really good.
Good job, illustrators for
Pokemon?
TCGP. TCG in general. Not even just Pocket, but all of them.
Bang up job.
Speaking of TCG, they also announced a Anaheim Worlds card that they're going to be giving out to all the participants, I believe.
I think so.
All the players, yeah. So that's cool. It has a bunch of little Pokemon on it.
Yeah. It's a stadium. It says the retreat cost of each Psyduck in play, specifically Psyduck.
Good. Is one less. Okay, interesting. Paradise Resort. Well, that's very specific.
The Worlds is happening August 15th to 17th. That includes like Scarlet Violet, VGC. That includes the trading card game. That includes Unite. That
Pokemon
includes Go. It no longer includes Pokken Tournament. Rest in peace. But yeah, those 4 games at least are all covered at Worlds. I really recommend, if you don't watch like competitive Pokemon for any of those games at any point through the rest of the year, this is like the Olympics.
Yeah, I don't usually watch any of it besides Worlds.
Yeah, or like, like a lot of people don't really watch hockey, but they'll watch like the World Juniors.
Yeah. Or like the Stanley Cup finals or something.
There's a very similar idea where like it's just kind of fun to, because the stakes are so high and you can just like pick a game. Like, I don't know what the meta is for Unite, but it's just like fun to watch because the announcers do a really good job of making it exciting.
Entertaining, Yeah. We should just have little like hangs where we just watch Worlds that weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I might co-stream it.
Oh, cool.
But we could, if you wanted to, we could both co-stream or we'll do something.
Sweet.
But yeah. Anyway, you should check out Worlds if you haven't before. I think it's going to be really fun. And that's all.
Sweet. We got some lemon barking, but we also have some updates on some shows and stuff that are coming out with Pokemon. First, we got a preview of Pokemon Concierge, the next season that's coming out September 4th. It looks so cute. Really, really cute.
Did you watch season 1?
I did.
Nice. Okay, cool.
I loved it. I cried.
Yeah, it's like one of the better, I don't know, Pokemon things that exists.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's really wholesome. If you haven't watched it yet, definitely check it out.
Yep.
It's just like also really well animated and the art style is really cute.
It is exclusive to Netflix.
It is, yeah.
But I mean, Pokemon's not new to exclusivity.
It's not. There isn't.
And this one was weird.
Really weird. I still don't know what to think. But so The Misadventures of Sirfetch'd and Pichu is animated by the people that did Wallace and Gromit, right?
Is it that studio?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I wasn't sure about that.
I think it is.
But it is, I think, like a stop motion.
Yeah, that Wooloo is really cute at the start of the trailer.
So this isn't coming until 2027. So this is definitely an early sneak peek. But yeah, I think this is going to be like I don't know, stop motion children's cartoon.
Yeah, adorable.
Maybe some British humor in there. But featuring Sirfetch'd, which was the Sword and Shield evolution for Farfetch'd, and Pichu, not Pikachu.
Just Pichu.
I like when they give, more of the spotlight to Pichu. There was a show, or it was like it was a series, but it was like a short series. Is that what that's called?
Sure.
I don't know. Anyway, it was called the Pichu Bros, and it featured 2 Pichu and a handful of other smaller Johto Pokemon, and it was adorable. And if you haven't ever seen Pichu Bros, you should check that out.
I'll have to look it up.
It's really good.
Nice. Well,
this pissed me off.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You set it up, though.
Moving right along, we have a new mobile game. I guess it's also for Switch, called Pokemon Friends. It seems to be a little puzzle game that you complete puzzles every day, little brain teasers, that kind of stuff. That's all I really know about.
That's everything.
Okay.
So, you know, like when you get ads on your TikTok or Instagram or whatever, or your YouTube, and it's for these mobile games and someone is playing them like really poorly. You know what I mean?
And you're like, I could do better than that.
I could do way better than that.
Download that.
Right.
Yeah, that happened
So
to me.
those types of puzzle games is what this is comprised of. It pisses me off because I need them to stop doing this. I need them to stop making these games. There's too many of them. Okay? Do you remember Pokemon Smile? Me neither. So this is another one of those where at least this has a game to it where Smile was literally just like a toothbrushing companion. But still, this, Sleep, Go, Unite, Masters EX, it's enough. There's too much. Shuffle, Cafe Remix. There's too many of them. TCGP. I need them to cease.
Yep.
I need them to chill.
We don't need this.
There's too many. I fully recognize this is not for me. This is for small children. But still, pisses me off. Anyway, here's another new game. But at least I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, that's what we had to say about Pokemon Friends. Next, we've got Pokemon Champions. This comes 2026. I remember hearing about it at the last Presents, but on Pokemon Day. I don't remember anything else since, though.
Okay. So, Champions is going to be a game that you can play on Switch or mobile, and it is going to be specifically for Pokemon battles, whether that's single battles or double battles. I think that they are trying to just have like a designated place for battles to occur so that they do not need their main games. So like Legends ZA isn't going to have battles the old-fashioned way, basically.
Yeah.
Champions is going to have that. So then ZA, because it has its own real-time action RPG battle system.
Yeah, right. It's not turn-based anymore.
Right. So now
so crazy.
I think this gives Game Freak the opportunity to let the main series games not need to include everything for the sake of competitive happening in the main games. That can just all happen in Champions now, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
It means that the main series games now can experiment a bit more without needing to maintain this old way of battling. We don't want the old way of battling to go away.
No.
Because it is really good.
It is really good.
So now it's just going to live in Champions.
Okay, so do you think that Champions will become like a competitive thing that Okay.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
This is going to just be the platform for where Pokemon battling happens.
Interesting.
On Switch and on mobile. Okay.
I'll be interested to see, like how much that changes the games.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping we'll still be able to do some of that in the game. But it seems like they're going definitely a little bit of a different direction with those.
Yeah. Like, I think you and I will probably be able to play against each other in ZA. Just it's going to be with the ZA battle format is all, right?
Right, not traditional.
Yeah, but they I don't think they want to have the ZA battle format be like how Worlds happens, for instance. They want to maintain the game format that they have. So with have you heard of Pokemon Showdown? Yeah. So it's a fan-made website that you can go onto. You can build whatever Pokemon you want in like 30 seconds.
And you can test to see what moves and items and stuff that you should use.
Yep. And you can play online in a ranked ladder against people, and it's a very useful online tool for people. But it is also, like, some people don't even bother with playing or like doing battles in the games themselves. They just play on Showdown because Showdown is like so much easier and faster to do things in. The battles themselves, even you can just like do the battles faster than you would in games. You can have more of them in a shorter amount of time, right?
Right.
So Showdown has existed for a very long time, and now Champions is the first time that Pokemon themselves is making something that is going to allow you to basically create the Pokemon that you want or your team quickly and easily without necessarily needing to interface with like the things that are built into Scarlet and Violet, for example.
Right.
That like they've made training a Pokemon the easiest it's ever been in Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
But it still requires resources and time versus just like clicking some buttons and moving some sliders in Showdown, right? So now they're doing that in Champions. That was kind of the big reveal in this Presents for Champions, was that they showed the way that you can recruit Pokemon in Champions, which is similar to how rentals worked in past Pokemon games in the stadiums and Battle Revolution. In those past games, you could rent a Pokemon,
right?
Which meant that you could basically just like use it for a fight. In Champions, you're going to be able to recruit, which is similar in that you'll be able to use that Pokemon, but you can also, using some sort of in-game currency that I don't think should cost money, but we haven't seen what the monetization for Champions is going to be yet. And that's still the big question mark for whether or not this game is going to be good.
Right.
Assuming everything is free, right? Giving them the most benefit of the doubt, this is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks like it will be good as long as, it doesn't cost you a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So you will be able to recruit a Pokemon. The example that they showed was a Gardevoir. So you pay some amount of currency, you get the Gardevoir, and then once you have recruited it, then you are able to adjust things about it, whether it's the moves or its stats or whatever. And they've also made the stats like EVs previously. They've just called those now stat points. And so they're just trying to like make all of this like easier to understand and easier to like interface with, which is all good. Yeah. They're lowering the barrier for entry. They're making competitive more accessible, which means ideally more people than ever are going to start playing Pokemon in a way that like goes beyond just what the main story asks of you. Yeah. And instead they're trying to get people to play against each other at a higher level. Because since Scarlet and Violet, attendance numbers at events have been the highest they've ever been.
Interesting.
And that, I think, is partly because of they've made training in game a little bit easier, but for the most part, they have like one of the best ambassadors in Wolfie VGC of all time.
Yeah.
He's the best they could have possibly asked for insofar as like being like a resource for people to learn how to play the game and also making it just look fun.
Yeah. 100%.
And so so many people have just like gotten into playing VGC in particular, which is the double battle format.
Yeah.
Because of him, coupled with Scarlet and Violet making it easier, Champions is going to be the the second coming of like people are going to, especially with it being on phones now as well.
True.
Not even people won't even need a Switch in order to play.
Need a Switch. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's crazy. Because I mean, like, as you were saying that, I do agree with all that. Like, Wolfie has definitely made it really, like he's brought more awareness to playing VGC. But I was gonna say like, I was almost worried that the numbers were going to be down because of the performance of Scarlet Violet and a lot of people being like, I quit Pokemon.
That's, I think, maybe not the like dedicated fan base.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know. Not to say that like you can still be a huge fan of Pokemon and also be disappointed by Scarlet and Violet enough to not want to play it.
Yeah.
But like people aren't even really playing Scarlet and Violet like I don't know if this makes sense. People aren't playing VGC to play Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet is just what they have to play in order to participate.
Right, and so now it's going to be Pokemon Champions.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. If they could do tournaments in Showdown, like official tournaments in Showdown, they would. People would prefer that because it would take, again, less time to build your team, and games would be faster and all of this stuff. But obviously the official Pokemon company is not going to want to do that on a fan-made third-party website. Yeah. And so there is a little bit of a concern now that maybe that Champions might put Showdown actually in danger. of a little bit of a cease and desist situation.
Ooh.
I hope that doesn't happen. I think Showdown
so
has existed for a really long time, and it's not monetized in any way.
Yeah.
So it's only been a useful tool for people, and I think has made more people play Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be bummer. It would be a huge bummer. Yeah, it would be such like a tone deaf thing for them to do. And I think they are aware, because I think they would have had license to cease and desist Showdown already.
Yeah.
And I don't think they will. Maybe that's me being naive. We'll see. Maybe by the time Champions comes out, it could happen, but I really hope not.
Well, we've got some time for that, and we've got a lot of things coming before that. So we'll see what happens with Pokemon going forward. It seems like they're making some big changes, which I think are needed.
The biggest question mark still, one more thing for Champions, is how it's going to be monetized.
Yeah.
I hope, I don't know, small, one time, you just buy it. I just want to buy it. Because if it's free, that means there's going to be monetization in
absolutely
nefarious ways.
Yeah.
So I just want to be able to buy it, $20, fine, and then that's fine.
I agree with that. But yeah, so before Champions comes out, let's get to the big one.
Yep.
Legends ZA had quite a trailer at the end of the Direct. Talked about the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, talked about some of the story, some of the new megas that we're getting. What were your overall thoughts of what they showed at the Direct for ZA?
I didn't think it was like much, frankly.
Yeah.
Other than like there was one reveal of one new mega.
Yes.
And there's since been a lot of discourse since that reveal, which is funny. But at least like, I don't know, what they showed of ZA for the most part to me was a lot of, you know how they'll do like overview trailers a lot of the time, like right before a game comes out?
Yeah.
That's kind of what this felt like a little bit. It was a bit of a summary.
It is. It did kind of seem like that. I did feel that like it did give more to the story though.
Yep.
I feel like we didn't know a whole lot about that. Some of the things are like, that's an interesting choice, you know?
Like what?
Your team MZ, like why is it called
sure.
MZ?
Yeah.
I don't know. And like the characters, we'll see what we learn about them and if they're cool and stuff, but you know, there's still some good stuff.
Yeah. You're right.
Definitely like an overview for the most part though.
They showed some new characters. They gave a little bit more insight into kind of, I think, how the game is going to be like formatted and what you're going to be doing. During these trailers, I think I do my best. I mean, it does kind of, as I'm watching it the first time, especially, I do just kind of like let everything like happen at me.
Yeah, I've had to watch multiple times to just be like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah. Upon rewatching, I tend to not pay attention to the story stuff just because I want to like kind of discover that as I play it.
Right.
So I like when I went back and rewatched this whole thing all together, I mostly paid attention honestly to like Champions to really see like what they were doing for that game. Just because the specifics of that game, I think are going to like make or break whether or not that game is worth your time. But yeah, I mean for ZA, I don't know. I think so something that they showed actually that was introduced in Legends Arceus was alpha Pokemon.
Yes.
Those are making a return in ZA. Kind of?
Well, they're not called alpha Pokemon. They're called Rogue Megas.
Okay. Well, no. That's a separate thing.
That is a separate thing.
A separate thing. So they showed a shot of like a Houndoom with red eyes, like waking up.
Oh yeah, so I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be the same as alphas from Arceus.
Cool. Okay.
But you're also right. Megas, some mega Pokemon are just going to be basically out in the wild, and then there's going to be like this new kind of raid format for taking on those megas, which is interesting. So since basically Pokemon Go and Sword and Shield, they've been really trying to like make raids like a staple of the series, which is interesting.
Very interesting.
And the raids might even be multiplayer, which is cool. Right. I don't know that to be sure. You might do them with some of your like NPC friends in the game.
You've got like 3 NPC friends throughout the game
to comprise Team MZ.
MZ. My MZ.
I don't know.
No.
Mega Z. I don't know. Anyway.
That's silly. You'll be able to get a Ralt holding a Gardevoir stone.
Yeah.
Aww.
As like an early purchase bonus.
You can see you and your friends hanging out. There's a bunch of new fashion stuff. Which I'm stoked for.
Yeah.
I know some people are like, I don't care about that. I do. I want to look cute when I'm playing the game.
For the game based in Paris, absolutely. It should have some good fashion.
Yeah, absolutely. Fighting looks cool. Mm-hmm. You know, I like that they have like essentially like day-night cycle kind of thing where you know, you do different things in the day than you do at nighttime. Mm-hmm. The villain guy looks cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember either.
But he seems...
They showed a couple... So this game is happening 10 years after the events of X and Y.
Yes.
And they did show in this Presents a couple of returning characters. The blue-haired professor, Mabel. Mm-hmm. She's an ex-member of Team Flare. And then that girl, Emma, who's a detective, there's a whole post-game in X and Y involving Looker, and then also Child Emma. So she is now aged up and a detective like Looker.
Not Child.
Not Child.
Not Child.
So then, you want to talk about the big reveal?
Mega Dragonite.
Oh, yeah.
It's,
you like it?
I think it's all right. I think I'll feel... more feelings about it as I play it. You know? Like, I feel like just looking at it, I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, it has a pearl on its tail. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And some weird wings on its head. Okay. But, like, for a Mega, Dragonite is a good choice, I think.
Good choice. Totally.
Because a lot of people really like Dragonite.
Yep. Totally. Yeah, I think a lot of the ideas behind Mega Dragonite is that it's like bringing back some of the design of Dragonair with the pearl on the tail, with the wings on the head. Yeah. So I think that's kind of the idea with this guy. There's been a lot of kind of, I don't know, angry and misguided discourse towards Mega Dragonite from a lot of like, I don't know, angry men. That's
going to happen no matter what, though. There's angry men on the internet everywhere, and they need a place to cry, they don't know how to go to therapy and deal with it.
There's a lot of people upset that Mega Dragonite doesn't look cool, and that's like, Dragonite's a goofy dragon.
I was going to say, I'm like, but Dragonite has never really looked... cool.
It's very round,
it's the guy. Round, weird Charizard-looking one.
Yeah, but it's like round Charizard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's just like always what it's been. It's like big fluffy Charizard.
Like Dragonite is not Shenron. Dragonite is Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Exactly.
But people are upset because people always find something to be upset about with Pokemon, myself included.
Yeah, and, of course.
But otherwise, I'm very interested to see if it is still Dragon Flying or if it is perhaps, I don't know, Dragon Fairy or something. Or maybe it keeps Dragon Flying. Because there is a Dragon Fairy Mega that exists already in Mega Altaria. But yeah, I'm interested to see if Dragonite also gets that type combo or if it just keeps flying. Maybe it'll be Flying Fairy even. Probably. I can't imagine it losing the dragon. But anyway, yeah, I think it looks great.
Yeah, it does look good. Interested to see what the Switch version versus the Switch 2 version looks like. This trailer was specifically focused on the Switch 2 version.
Yes.
Because it probably looks a lot better.
Looks better, runs better.
Interested to see what the difference is.
Yep.
There is a little disclaimer that says, please check the official website for more details regarding the differences between Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 versions. So, who knows what the difference is going to be, I guess. We'll find out. Still not sure how Zygarde's going to play into this, but it's probably a pretty big part of the story, so they're probably holding that back quite a bit.
I have a hunch the Zygarde cells are going to be a collectible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But They did. They showed the dog. They showed the Zygarde dog. I think in this presents at one point. So
interesting. Okay, so yeah, you get the bonus Ralts. And then it also says for digital versions, you get a gift of 100 Pokeballs with an early purchase. So that's interesting.
Yeah, they've done something like that before for games, just to set you up for success right at the start.
Makes sense, I guess. Weird that it's only digital, I guess, but
it is.
Whatever, I understand. Overall, I think graphically, the game could still use some work.
Yeah.
In terms of the same thing that I didn't like about Scarlet and Violet, where the textures aren't crisp, they're not like high resolution, they don't feel at the level that they should be. Like even Champions almost looks like better quality in quotations.
I was gonna say I think Champions also is a little disappointing in that it does not look as good as it probably should.
I agree with that. It doesn't look as good as it should, but if you look like even on the close-ups, right frame, like I feel like it still kind of does. I guess like I feel like there's a lot of like aliasing and almost low poly, not low poly, I guess, but like just like less information on the different objects and stuff in the game than it could have.
Yeah.
Especially with seeing, how powerful the Switch 2 is.
Yep.
And like I'm assuming that Mario Kart World looks pretty dang good and crisp.
Yeah,
like
it does.
A lot of Mario games have.
And both of the Zeldas look good.
Yeah.
I think with Pokemon, their defense would be that this is actually a choice and this is an art style. And I hope the next Pokemon game that releases only on the Switch 2 doesn't also have to release on the Switch 1 looks a bit nicer than this. Looks quite a bit nicer than this. That's
hope
big time getting my hopes up.
Because it's like, it's not even like the aesthetic or like the art style that bothers me.
Right.
It's quite literally the textures. Like when you go and look at the characters, you can see just like how it just feels unfinished.
Yeah.
Which is disappointing. I mean, it still overall looks really good. I'm excited to see what it's like once I get my hands on it, but just still want to point out, can't get away with this Pokemon. Not happy.
They will.
They will, but I don't want you to.
No, I know. Yeah. I don't know, man. At this point, I almost feel like it's not even worth like getting worked up about anymore.
No, that's fair.
I think it's just, you got to accept that this is what Pokemon games look like.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And that is what it is.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll still play it.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I think I don't know. The thing I was going to say is like, if you want a nicer looking game, that's also, I hate that argument. So never mind.
Yeah, and I will play nicer games, and then I'll go back and play Pokemon because I enjoy the series and I enjoy the game.
And the guys.
And then I'm just like, but it just feels bad because you're just like, why doesn't this look as good as it could? Pokemon is the biggest franchise of all time, and all their other artwork looks great. Like this, everything else.
That's almost. It feels
awesome.
like a trick with the artwork, because you're right. The key art for it does look phenomenal.
But
always.
Even if you look at all these other things that they announced today, even Pokemon and Friends or Pokemon Friends, the textures on the photo there is nice, and the animation in Pokemon Concierge is nice. I know it's different because it's not a game, but like all the art and the cards and everything is gorgeous.
There's just like a lack of fidelity or something with the games.
Yeah, and it's like even Pokemon Go seems to have better stuff, and even Unite. Like, come on, guys.
And even Sleep, and even Cafe Remix.
I don't know. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, fair enough.
I want a little bit more.
Yeah. We for years we've like seen in our mind what the potential could be, and like
I'm not asking for it to be like hyper realistic and like, you know, ray tracing and all this extra stuff to look like as good, and like I don't want it to be like 8K with like being able to see every detail on people's skin. Like,
yeah,
I don't want that. I just want the edges to not be jagged.
Yeah. And the textures to not be just gross.
Flat and like, yeah.
Yep. That's I guess like there is like something that we feel that like something tangible at least that like they could improve on.
Yeah.
Whether or not they do. Have you seen the game that Game Freak has also been working on? No, I don't remember the name. Can you search before we go? Can you search like new Game Freak game?
The Reincarnation?
Is that it? I think so. Yes. Coming to Xbox. So Game Freak is working on this other game and it looks phenomenal. Okay. So this is what people are like. This is like Game Freak, you know, showing that like, no, this isn't us. This is Pokemon. Right? And I don't know, maybe
because everyone thought it was Game Freak.
Yeah, well, Game Freak has been the scapegoat for the longest time, right? And rhetoric has changed in the last couple of years, and that, well, maybe it isn't Game Freak, it is the Pokemon Company not giving them enough time. So then they have a little bit more time for Legends EA, and the game still doesn't look maybe as good as people want it to look. So then Game Freak finally shows this other game, which again, what is it? Beast of
Reincarnation.
Thank you. So
I haven't even heard of it, but it looks cool.
It looks insane. It
looks incredible.
A little like Monster Hunter / like Sekiro kind of.
With a mix of kind of like Ghost of Tsushima kind of vibes too.
Yeah. And it
maybe like some what's that PlayStation 1? No, the one with the Aloy. Horizon.
Horizon. Sorry, you said PlayStation 1, and I was like...
Oh, sorry. PlayStation,
The PlayStation game.
The PlayStation game. Yes.
So yeah, it looks crazy, and I think it is genuinely Game Freak trying to be like, this isn't us, guys. This is our boss.
Well, boss.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Yeah.
But that being said, still excited for ZA.
Yeah, I'm still gonna get it day one for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, of course I am.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah.
I hope I can. And Yellow is here.
Yellow, are you excited about Mega Dragonite?
He says, I'm gonna be Mega Dragonite.
You gonna be Mega Dragonite for Halloween?
No, he was Charizard.
Aw.
He was Charizard for Halloween last year.
Cute.
And Lemon was Pikachu.
Cute.
But I might have to get dressed up again in my costume because we're gonna go do Pokemon trivia.
Oh yeah,
and that's exciting.
Yeah,
next week.
I can't wait. I'm gonna put my
fun. You gotta. They said there's more points for if you dress up. So.
Oh shit. Okay, I can probably. I can look like a trainer, at least. I have like a jacket.
Yeah, if you got a jacket, I got a Gengar onesie and an Ash Ketchum costume.
Oh, yeah.
And I got some friends that got Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander costumes.
I'm very excited about this trivia, but I'm also nervous because I'm going to base a lot of my self-worth on how well we do.
Fair.
So.
Yeah. But, yeah, well, I'm not going to do it without you on my team, so let's go.
I think it'll be fun.
I think it will too. I was driving home from the gig the other day with Caitlin and Logan, and Logan has a book in the back of his car that was like a Pokemon handbook. It was like up to Gen 4, I think.
Yeah.
And I just picked it up and started looking through it and like trying to
studying.
Well, I didn't know about the trivia at this time, but I was just like quizzing him on the Pokemon. I was like trying to get him to guess. But it was almost like the guess ball thingy that you have.
Totally.
Where I was just like trying to give a description of the Pokemon without saying what it was, and he had to try and guess it. So I'd give him like the description that it said, like what kind of Pokemon it said it was. Like, there was like Slakoth said it was like a lazy Pokemon or whatever. And then I would give like sometimes I'd give the region, sometimes I'd give the type, that kind of stuff. But I was just like, okay, we did pretty good. I think we can nail this trivia thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. So that's what we're going to do next week.
Yeah.
And who knows when we'll be back with Frostbytes, but hopefully soon. I'm sure we'll get some more information on some gaming stuff in the next bit.
Yeah, I think now that Nintendo has released Donkey Kong Bonanza, the next thing that they have on their calendar, I think, is the DLC for Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Ooh, yes.
And I probably going to get that.
Nice. So, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can chat about that. We can chat about Hades once I finish it.
Totally. Yep.
You were playing it too, right?
I've been playing not nearly as far as you, but I did start it.
Nice. Well, pick it up again and we'll talk about it when we finish.
Do it.
Sweet. All right.
We did it.
I think we did it. Thanks again for everyone who's listening, watching.
Thanks to Yellow for
being a cute boy.
For bringing the vibes.
All right. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Frostbytes, a gaming podcast, is co-hosted by Cassie Mann and Spencer McPhee.
Theme music was recorded and produced by both of us. Graphic design and video editing by me. Watch Frostbytes live on twitch.tv/just_Kiyashi. That's KYASHI.
Missed it live? You can watch all previous episodes on our YouTube channel, Frostbytes Podcast, or listen to the show wherever you listen to podcasts and leave a review while you're there.
Email us at frostbytespodcast@gmail.com with any questions and episode ideas. And if you want to represent Frostbytes out in the wild, you can pick up your very own Frostbytes merch at nethernerdcreations.ca/frostbytes. Thanks for listening.